Hello everyone and welcome to Shard TCG. My name is James and today we'll be doing a breakdown video of all the demon cards that will be coming to Shard. Okay, so first up we have Apollyon, a 2 Shard fire demon with below par combat damage at 3 instead of the average 4. But both actions have a wounding effect which lower the maximum health of other creatures, which balances out. The big thing about this card is its main effect, Conflagrate. Spend 1 shard, this creature gains +1 strength for every wound that is on the field. Now this is a powerful effect if used efficiently, because with 1 shard you can summon an additional creature which will provide an average of 2 damage. So you have to have at least 2 wounds on the field to get a basic return, but also remember that the Apollyon has that below par attack that we mentioned at the start. So ideally you need 3 wounds to bring this creature up to a standard 3 shard creature in terms of damage output. And next up we have the Malamala demon, a 1 shard fire demon that will steamroll your deck if left unchecked due to its soul letting ability. When this creature targets a wounded creature for an attack, you gain +1 shard. Now this creature's numbers don't leave too much to be desired, but what 1 shard creature does. We are thinking about changing its block to a counter which will make it a little bit more squishy, but the potential of its effect will still make it desirable for any demon, fire, or even poison wound deck. This demon is going to be making so many shards for the right players. Just imagine having 2 or 3 of these guys out at once, and then it starts to make sense why I'm excited to see this in action. Our third demon is the Cthulga, a 2 shard quake demon, and we went and slapped a berserker tile on it, so don't expect this guy to pull its punches. The Cthulga is going to come charging at your opponent whether you like it or not, and at a 4/4/4 his stats are as average as they come for a 2 sharder. But its effect is a beautiful bonus which could see Cthulga spreading out into any decks really. Withering Roar, spend 1 shard, adjacent creatures gain fear until the end phase. This demon powers up the creatures next to it so that they can attack an opponent's creature unsupported by others on the field. No friend is coming to the rescue when this guy's stomping up and down the field. Next we have the Belgore, a 1 shard nether demon. It is a 3/2/2 which is slightly above your standard 1 shard. It lacks an effect that helps it on the field though. An excellent 1 shard fighter can be great for calling back to the field with its effect, your nether alone. Spend shards equal to the creature's shard cost and summon this creature from the graveyard. This effect will be a big play into potentially making decks with fewer 1 shard creatures, as you can keep resummoning this demon back to the field. Relatively untested right now, but this guy does open up the play for more powerful decks and might even need a nerf if proven too useful. But time will tell. Now we have the Malrath, a 2 shard demon dog with super low attack and health for days. I don't even have to check to know that this is the highest health 2 shard creature we have ever made so far. And at 2 shards it is the cheapest meat shield you may ever summon. But the big debate is with its effect. Corrupted Appetite. Spend 2 shards, this creature gains +5 strength. Now that is the biggest permanent buff we have ever put on a card to date. But when you look at what you're getting as a 4 shard creature, it is not that amazing. 7 attack which is below the standard 8, 6 health which is a standard for a 3 shard, and a 1 block which is nothing special either. The beauty of this card is the utility. You have the option of a 2 or 4 shard creature. This means you can commit space in your deck for more support cards and have the Malrath double up its roles. You need a stall early game, then set up that cheap shield. Going in for the kill late game, then 7 attack is still a decent attack to beat down a massive majority of creatures in the game. When you're having a bad day and you can't draw your big creatures, this is the time for the Malrath to step up and convert defense into offense. And we are on to the Vorak, a 3 shard fae demon with probably the most unique design. Of course we had to have a demon with a 6/6/6 stats just for the fun of it. The Vorak plays differently to other demon cards, with its Marrow Sap action having leeching. It can gain vitality to increase its own health with every attack it makes. But the Vigor Shift effect has the potential to put games out of sight in terms of life difference. The effect allows the owner to gain life equal to the damage your opponent receives when this creature attacks directly. And with 6 attack, that is a 12-point difference in life from one hit. But of course, that will leave your Vorak vulnerable after it attacks directly, as it will be forced to sleep, so good luck pulling that move off twice. Behemoth is our final demon of the structure set, and just take a look at those numbers. We have never made a creature this powerful in terms of raw damage. Our strongest creatures in set 1 have been effect focused, so their stats are restrained for that reason. This demon is pure strength with a negative effect, which gave us room balance wise to up its muscle to new heights. The demon costs 1 shard per turn to just keep it on the field, so by the end phase you have already got yourself a 5 shard demon, which justifies the incredible stats Behemoth has. If you're going to keep this guy out for a few turns, then it's going to cost you a lot of shards. So you should really look to end the game quickly once this demon shows his face on the field. Okay guys, I hope you've been enjoying the video up to now. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, as it helps out the channel. And now we are moving on to the spell cards from the structure deck. We are still discussing making 2 more spells, but we want the demons available on Tabletop Simulator to see how they play before we make that choice. So first up is a Dark Deal, which is a card name design I have had from the very early days of Shard, and now it finally has an effect that Richard came up with, so I had a reason to make the art at long last. A selected opponent gets to free summon a creature from their graveyard, and you gain the shards equal to the summoned creature. I think Richard came up with a great concept for a card, as it forces your opponent to choose how many shards you receive. But the risk is the player of the spell can't control what your opponent summons back to the field, which is really scary at the same time. It is likely it's not going to be a competitive card, but I believe a lot of fun stories will come from people playing this card. And now let's have a look at Malefic Harvest and its tastefully horrific art. I tend to hold back on gore in art if I feel it won't impact the card that greatly, and the same goes for this card, as I feel it hits the right vibes as it is. Now let's read this multicast effect. Sacrifice a demon or imp from your graveyard. Gain shards equal to the shard cost of the sacrificed creature. So it is similar to Grave Harvest, but specific to imps and demons, which in lore, imps are overworld lesser demons, so that is how this card ties them together. It is more expensive than Grave Harvest, but it has potential for a greater shard yield, as it can target high level creatures for a greater return, unlike Grave Harvest that targets any creature for a 1 shard fixed return. And lastly we have Aberration Evolution. Destroy an allied demon or aberration on the field. Free summon a demon or aberration that has a 1 shard higher summoning cost than the destroyed creature. Now this spell will be brilliant for aberration / demon decks because of the way we have worded the spell. You are allowed, for example, to transform a 2 shard demon into a 3 shard aberration, or a 1 shard aberration into a 2 shard demon, or just a 3 shard aberration into a 4 shard aberration. Any demon / aberration combination that you like, as long as it's 1 shard increase, you can do it. This spell allows you to get stronger creatures out on the field earlier in game, and is great bridge card for making demons and aberration decks work. So I hope you all enjoyed the demon breakdown video. Thank you so much for watching. I've been so excited to show these demons off for so long, so I'm really pleased that that's finally came. Don't forget to comment your favourite or least favourite demon in the comment section below. We do read through the messages, and more feedback the better. Okay guys, I'll see you next time.